Elon Musk and crypto influencer scams. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us. Today, we're venturing into the shadowy depths of the cryptocurrency domain to shed a light on a growing menace, the deceptive world of sham investments promoted by influencers. This alarming trend has been on the rise, taking unwary investors into its web of deceit. Join us as we navigate the shady deals some so-called influencers get themselves into. Crypto influencers and manipulation. The cryptocurrency landscape is quite different from traditional financial markets. In traditional finance, there are strict rules and regulatory oversight by entities like the SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission. There are consequences for actions taken as a result of what influencers say or promote. We've seen instances where influencers get fined for promoting scams. We remember Kim Kardashian and other celebrities who have been fined for similar actions. There's a growing trend in the crypto space where some celebrities and influencers deliberately exploit their followers. These people do not care about any consequences. They believe they can get away with anything. This cavalier attitude becomes a nightmare for unsuspecting followers who invest in promoted tokens only to find their value drop to zero. The thought lingers. How do these influencers reconcile their conscience with the financial and emotional toll their actions take on individuals who trusted them? Such situations can lead to severe financial setbacks that take years to recover from. The power of influencers in swaying market sentiments is undeniable, yet individuals must approach their endorsements with a healthy dose of skepticism. Blindly accepting their recommendations could be risky, as influencers might have undisclosed interests or stand to gain from market responses to their endorsements. It's a delicate balance between maintaining integrity and succumbing to the allure of financial incentives. When considering investments in cryptocurrencies, or any form of investment for that matter, it's crucial to conduct your research and consider a multitude of factors. This includes understanding the technology behind the asset, the market trends, the risk involved, and your own financial goals and tolerance for risk. If you find that the influence of certain personalities is affecting your investment decisions or causing distress, it's perfectly reasonable to distance yourself from their social media presence or disregard their advice. Ultimately, the responsibility for investment choices lies with the individual investor, and it's essential to make informed decisions based on credible information and personal conviction, rather than solely on the recommendation of others. Moreover, the landscape of cryptocurrency regulation is evolving, and future developments may introduce more safeguards for investors. Until then, the onus is on individuals to navigate the market with care and prudence. On a lighter note, remember that not all tweets are worth their weight in gold, so it's okay to scroll past some of them and move on with your day. Navigating the crypto world can be twisty, so it's always good to have your wits about you and not let the flashy billboards distract you from the journey. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Elon Musk and Dogecoin. Sometime in March 2023, Elon Musk was charged with intentionally inflating Dogecoin's value by over 36,000% in 2 years and then letting it crash. Musk requested the judge to dismiss the lawsuit, alleging he orchestrated a $258 billion racketeering scheme to prop up Dogecoin. Musk contended that his general comments like Dogecoin rules and no highs, no lows, only Doge lack the specificity required to constitute a fraud allegation. According to Forbes, Elon Musk is the second wealthiest individual. His comments have notoriously influenced the price of Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies repeatedly. Moreover, he is seen by many as a technology icon and futurist. As such, his views and endorsements tend to carry a lot of weight. Lack of empathy. There is a disregard for individual welfare by some influencers and public figures. When people rise to prominence, they accumulate a degree of trust and influence over their audience, and with that comes a responsibility to be considerate of the impact their words and actions can have on others. Unfortunately, not everyone takes this responsibility seriously, and their actions or advice can sometimes lead to adverse outcomes for those who trust them. The reality is that the world of influence can be quite detached from the personal circumstances of each follower. This disconnect can lead to situations where advice is given without a true understanding or concern for the unique financial situations of the audience. Influencers' interests may not always align with the interests of their followers. In light of this, your approach to take a step back and reassess whom you choose to follow and take advice from is very wise. Prioritizing your financial well-being is crucial, and seeking education on financial matters is a powerful step toward empowerment. There are many resources available, from books and online courses to financial advisors and community workshops that can provide valuable knowledge without the potential biases that come from following a single influential figure. Remember, building wealth is a personal journey, and it's often the steady, informed, and cautious approach that leads to long-term stability. By taking control of your financial education, you're laying down the foundations for a future that is not swayed by the latest trends or the whims of those with louder voices. Using influence for personal gain. My emotions run high on this topic. It's a significant source of frustration and disappointment. It's disheartening to see someone I once admired, like Elon Musk, potentially using his influence for personal gain at the expense of others. It raises concerns about their integrity and character. I mean, why would you stoop so low as to manipulate followers for personal gain? Especially considering the vast financial divide between the influencers and their followers. The relentless pursuit of wealth and the obsession with ever-increasing bank account figures are troubling. It's time to challenge the notion that any hustle is admirable if it yields substantial profits, regardless of the potential harm, legality, or ethical implications. At times, speaking out on these issues feels risky, but staying silent would be a disservice. It's not about stirring up controversy, it's about advocating for integrity and accountability. Keep your eyes wide open, and don't let the smoke and mirrors of fast cash illusions lead you astray. Pump and dump schemes. In the crypto industry, there are many tactics that scammers use to squeeze unsuspecting investors out of their money. Let me describe the notorious pump and dump scheme. The con begins with the collaboration of influential figures who command vast audiences. They exude an aura of confidence and success, but are unprincipled in misleading their followers. The scheme follows a set pattern. It starts with a surge of promotional activity as prominent figures fervently promote certain cryptocurrencies, igniting enthusiasm within the community. Their devoted followers, seeking direction, invest blindly. This rush to buy drives up the prices sharply. However, the unsuspecting investors are the first to be preyed upon. As quickly as they drummed up excitement, the schemers cash out, dumping their shares all at once. The market collapses, leaving the uninformed investors in ruins, having been lured by a fabricated story. They are left to face both financial and emotional devastation. While such flagrant market manipulation would typically attract legal penalties in traditional markets, the lack of regulation in the cryptocurrency world allows these swindlers to disappear without a trace, moving on to their next scam. For the cryptocurrency market to mature and shed its lawless beginnings, regulation and openness must work together to permanently expel these charlatans. Ignorance is not bliss. Educate yourself. I want to emphasize the importance of being informed in financial matters. Ignorance can lead to being easily scammed and facing disappointment when checking your bank account. It's crucial to understand that the more effort you put into educating yourself about finances, the better off you'll be. While I previously mentioned 100 million, these influencers may control billions of coins, greatly influencing the market value of the currency. This isn't indicative of how all cryptocurrencies operate. I'm not condemning the entire crypto industry. There's potential to earn substantial profits. However, there is a concerning trend within the influencer sphere where certain cryptocurrencies seem to be created with deceptive strategies in mind. Whether influencers are compensated with the cryptocurrency itself or receive a direct payment, they are promoting an investment that is likely to fail, leading to financial losses for those who invest on their advice. Ultimately, the profits they make come at the expense of their followers' investments. I believe that some influencers might not have bad intentions. They're simply uninformed and haven't taken the time to thoroughly research what they're endorsing to their audience. They might be swayed by the promise of making a large sum of money, such as $100,000, just by promoting a product or service to their followers and then selling their tokens within 24 hours to profit. It's possible they don't fully grasp how the system works, or maybe they don't realize that their financial gains could be at the expense of their followers' losses. I can't say for certain, but regardless, it boils down to a choice between being irresponsible or ignorant, neither of which is desirable. I apologize if my directness comes off as harsh. I sometimes struggle to express my thoughts more gently. My concern isn't personal against the individuals involved. I don't know them personally. My worry is for my audience, because I fear you are the ones at risk of being exploited. Why do I care? Perhaps it's because I have empathy and I view each of you as human beings with your own lives, for whom financial setbacks could be significantly harmful. If you're asking why I'm concerned about others' situations, that's my answer. With growing instances where so-called influencers have deliberately misled their followers, individuals must become more vigilant. Do your research. Resist the allure of investment opportunities simply because they're endorsed by a favored influencer. As the cryptocurrency environment develops, the demand for ethical advertising and stringent regulatory frameworks grows more evident to safeguard consumers.